Welcome back to Grant and Marissa. Today, we're diving into Copenhagen's beer history at one of the city's most popular attractions, the Home of Carlsberg.
From the iconic horses to fresh pints straight from the brewery, this museum showcases the legacy behind one of the world's most famous beers. But is it worth your time? Come along and find out.
Good morning from sunny Copenhagen.
Our first full day here.
Yeah, our first full day, like 5 days into this
We're
trip.
not disjointed. We're not like going to Sweden or something, you know?
Oh, our lives are weird. Yeah, so once again, a little bit of a late start. Oh, Jesus, that was a pigeon very close to my head. All right. Woof. These pigeons do not care, man. Yeah, so once again, got up, had some breakfast.
Pretty good breakfast at the Scandic. Yeah.
It was decent. I'm a big fan of a breakfast that involves like a thin pancake, like a crepe, where you then put a bar of chocolate on it and then wait for the chocolate to melt, which is literally what they had. And you could choose dark or milk chocolate. Yeah. Which I thought was very considerate. This morning, we are going to Carlsberg Brewery to do their brewery tour.
I think it's called like the Home of Carlsberg, and it's like the experience or something like that.
So it looks like it's pretty good. Looks to be on par with the Guinness tour, which we loved in Dublin.
Yeah. So it's a museum. I think they have some like sort of like history and like, you know, the advertising and. But they do have horses at this one, which Marissa's happy about.
A brewery tour with ponies is basically all I want in life.
And I think we get like a pint or something at the end, so that's always good too. So.
Yeah, so that's kind of the plan this morning. And then Grant, being the absolute angel that he is, I basically kind of slept in extra this morning, and then Grant basically planned our entire itinerary for the rest of the trip.
So what we figured out after we already purchased our tickets for the Carlsberg thing today was that there is this, it's called like the Copenhagen card or something like that, where it's one of these like, you know, you get all the other attractions for a certain amount. And we probably could have done it from today, but I couldn't refund them now, so it's fine. We'll just do a sort of a more chill day today, but then we're going to get a 48-hour Copenhagen card from tomorrow. Yeah. So for our last 2 days, we'll have like all of the things like covered. We'll go be able to see how we even get included. We want to turn left here, and it's green. It even includes like the hop on, hop off bus. So like it's a good way. We don't normally we don't normally do like the hop on, hop off buses, but the fact that we get all these attractions included and the hop on, hop off bus kind of takes you to all these attractions. Yeah. It kind of made sense as well. So I think it was for 48 hours. It looks like it was like $125, which is actually pretty good considering most of these museums and things cost anywhere from like $25 to like
70,
40, 50. Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of different prices, and it includes like Tivoli Gardens. It includes the zoo. It includes like a lot of the castles and the canal tour and stuff like that. So I think from tomorrow we'll probably do a whole bunch of stuff. But
yeah. So today we're gonna do this brewery tour in the morning. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. And
I'd imagine like an hour and a half or something maybe is my guess. But.
Yeah, and then I think this afternoon we're probably, or like after that, whenever that is done, we're gonna head back to that little shopping district we were in first time we were here. Yeah. Now we have our bearings a little bit more, do a little souvenir shopping.
Yeah.
And just kind of have a chill day. We are meeting with a friend later tonight. We won't vlog that because that's weird. So today's going to be like a little more chill. Yeah. And then, they're making like pastry in that window. That looked really good. And then tomorrow we're going to start doing like all of the things. Yeah. So that's the plan. Yeah.
But now we're just walking. It's about 30 minutes or something, apparently, to the walk to this. Yeah. It's a different part of town. It's kind of on the like west side, kind of the town where we haven't really been over here yet. We haven't been down.
Once again, I lost the battle to, hey, maybe we should bike this. No, I don't think that's going to happen this trip.
Yeah, well, we'll see you soon at Carlsberg. Okay, we've made it to the Home of Carlsberg. So we're about to head in somewhere behind us here. It's a very big complex when you get here.
It's massive.
Like you have to kind of walk past a whole bunch of other stuff. Like there's a head office and all that kind of stuff.
Lab and like their brewing facility and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna head inside and see what it's like. We just finished up from the Home of Copenhagen. The Home of Copenhagen.
The Home of Copenhagen.
The home of Carlsberg.
There's the ponies. That sums up the entire experience.
That was amazing. That was really good. I actually really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it too.
I think I was expecting it to be somewhat similar to like the Guinness experience, but and it was.
It was in a lot of ways.
So yeah, you go through a museum. You kind of learn about the history of the company and the brewing process and all that kind of stuff. But there was actually a lot of really cool interactive elements.
Yeah.
So you could you got like a wristband when you signed in. It had like a tap kind of thing in it that you could go up and tap certain interactive either games or displays and they would
take photos.
Yeah, like there was parts where you could take a photo of
you can design your own beer label and then get that beer label printed on a bottle to take home with you, which we did not do because it's expensive.
Yeah. But and then there was there was Marissa's favorite. There were the horses, the Carlsberg horses.
I didn't know they had horses.
They are actually up in front of it. They're a little too far away.
Yeah, if I seem really distracted, it's because I'm watching the horses. But yeah, at the end, you go into the bar and you get your free beer. And then you go through the bar and there's the barn with the horses. And they're just like right there chilling. And you can like carefully do this at your own risk. If you are familiar with horses and horse behavior, you can pet them.
Yeah.
But they were actually like grooming them and tacking them up, and now they're going through the city. I don't know why, but we're
they're in like a
them.
little carriage thing up here.
Yeah, they've got a little carriage, and then two women riding two.
Yeah, you can see up ahead here. They're stopped at the lights, and now I'm sure
they got something from the office because this is the office.
Oh, okay. But there's like two of them behind the carriage, and then yeah.
They're big horses.
Yeah.
Big tractors. Grant was like, "Is this the size of the horse you ride?" I was like, "No, no."
You can probably hear them.
The clippy cloppies.
We're actually closer to them now, aren't we? Yeah, they're just like, I don't know, they're off to do something.
They're on a mission. What do the Carlsberg horses do? Who knows? I would follow them, but Grant would probably tell me no.
Yeah, so there was that like all of them? There was like 4 there, right?
I think there were 4 there, yeah. That might be all of them.
There they go.
There they go on a trot. That's a trot, by the way.
All right, they're off. Bye, horses.
No. No. Come back. Part of this is because I recently started horseback riding lessons again.
Yeah.
And so that makes it more exciting.
Oh, sorry. One quick second. This building is looks like a head office. Yeah, they have right here, it's hard to see on camera, but they have a bar right there in the lobby. I guess you would expect that if you worked for Carlsberg head office. Yeah. There's just a bar in the lobby. Yep. But no, overall that was really good. It was you got to learn about we kind of learned we've kind of learned that stuff at the Guinness brewery and all that kind of stuff, so we didn't need to pay super close attention, but there was the history of the company was really cool, but also how beer is brewed is woven in, so you can kind of follow the strands that you want to follow. Yeah, and there's kind of a loose video kind of story around the son and the father and their history with the company, because the father started brewing and then the son was doing it. Therapy. But, yeah, and then they split off and he disagreed with how he brewed beer, so they sued each other, and there's a whole. The son had the audacity to not let the beer ferment as long. And then also this is also a part of the campus of the Carlsberg Brewery. Look how beautiful this is. This is a beautiful garden and house here. That's a part of the campus. The Carlsberg, yeah. I guess you would call it a campus or a. I'd call it a campus. Yeah. It's a bunch of buildings on grounds. It's a campus. Yeah, but you can kind of see we're kind of on the edge of it now. This is you can see here. Yeah. There's a big gate. This is the home of Carlsberg, and yeah. It's a massive complex. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. It's slightly cheesier than Guinness's, but I liked the cheese factor. Yeah. No, it was good. I just thought, and I thought all the little interactive, you could play little games with some of the interactive things, and they weren't super kiddie. They're actually kind of cool. It was here you're making a beer, and you've got to fill the right amount of hops in the glass, and it was kind of cool, a cool way of showing you how the stuff's made, how these different elements interact together. Yeah, and then at the end you got a free pint of Carlsberg. You get a little taster at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, you get a free beer, and you can do Carlsberg, the Carlsberg no alcohol, a dark version, and then a West Coast IPA. So we did the IPA because it's us. Yeah, and that IPA is branded under their Jacobsen brand, which is still Carlsberg, but I think they use that for a lot of their more experimental stuff and IPAs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it was good. But no, highly recommended. That was, I think, better than I expected it. But yeah, now we're just going to walk back to the main sort of city central area. We might just briefly hop into the hotel, rest our feet, and just have a slight break, and then we'll go grab something to eat and just continue. I think we're going to do exploring. A little shopping this afternoon and keep it chill. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. That's the plan. Good day so far. Yeah. All right, now we made a quick pit stop. And we're back. At the hotel, because one, we had to walk right by it, and two, we had walked for about 30 minutes plus. And three. Grant really had to go to the bathroom. Grant had to pee I've never seen him. So bad. The eternal struggle in Europe. If you've ever been to Europe, you know that it's quite hard to find bathrooms when you're sort of just out on the street, there's you can't just stop into a random place and go to the bathroom. There's only very specific places. Yeah, there's no guarantee that if you're at a restaurant or a bar, they have a bathroom. So I just had to, hold it for 30 minutes while we were Grant almost died. I did. It was really bad. But I made it. Everything's fine. I'm glad. Thank you for that update. And now we are walking back towards the Tivoli area. I think we're just gonna pop into that food hall again real quick that we went to last night for dinner. Grab something to eat. Just because it's got a nice little range of options in there. Yeah. And it's easy. Yeah. So we're just gonna do that, and then we're gonna just walk around, do some shopping. Yeah. Some souvenirs. Just wander around. Yeah. Should be fun. We're back. We're back at the food hall.
Tivoli Food Hall.
We went to this place, Zocalo, a Mexican place, and we got like that's like half of a burrito. We cut it in half. It's like a barbacoa beef.
We got chicken cheese nachos with guac and hot salsa. Yeah. So risky because we have really great Mexican food near where we live, but this is just what was sounding good. So I'm gonna go for it.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Try some of this. Oh, not bad. Not what we needed. We just need a little something. All right, so we're back in the main like shopping district, and there is like a giant. They're setting up for like a music festival concert thing behind us.
And so it's loud.
It's really loud. But it's very busy in here today. It's what is it? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Like there's a lot of people around. Out and about.
Yep. So you get to have like a little jam while you do your shopping. It is a party.
Yeah.
Dang.
Was this the shop we went in the other day?
Was it this one?
Or did we already pass it?
I don't know. There's like a billion shops.
I think this is a different one. I think we might have passed it, or it was. I think we already passed it, but it's okay.
Oh, the shop we really liked?
Yeah.
Was it this one? They all look the same. Here's Ducky, so it must have been before.
2 hours later.
All right, so we have found all of a sudden we had walked too far and our feet were hurting again.
All of a sudden we both wanted to like fall down and crawl up the balls.
So we found this cute little, they have all these like outside, like see this here is like a little beer, coffee, cocktails, like they just do all that and then you just come and sit out. We're like literally in the middle of
a square.
You can see it next to a road, but it's super cool. Like, and everyone's out because it's like the weather is really nice.
The weather's gorgeous, so everybody is out. I think just no one went to work today, based on
I don't know. It's
because it's a Wednesday and it is like open.
But we got ourselves a Carlsberg after
this morning.
We did the thing this morning. So no, this is cool. You can see like.
But they have these all over. These like little, I want to call it a pop-up, but it's not. It's like made of concrete.
No, it's like permanently here.
It's not permanent, but it's these like little alcohol stands, and they do beers and cocktails.
Yeah, and you can apparently take them to go as well. So I don't know if you're just allowed to walk around. And
I'm sure it's like a certain area within the city, but yeah.
Maybe.
So these are quite common, and it's like kind of cool, especially on a day like this. It's nice to just sit and have a drink and chill.
Yeah.
The sound of trucks rumbling by.
Much later.
All right, there's been quite a break between our last filming.
Been like
I think
5 hours.
This is late for us. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
It's 11:08. We're never up this late, ever.
So we met up with a friend of a friend that lives here in Copenhagen, and he showed us to a couple of cool.
Who's now our friend?
Yeah, who showed us to a couple of cool places. We had drinks at a place called the Tipsy Mermaid,
which was basically a bunch of old boats tied together.
Yeah, and turned into a
bar.
Into a bar. So hanging out there, and then he showed us this kind of like a little secret bar that you wouldn't know of. Yeah, I forget what it was called though.
Copenhagen or something like that.
Yeah, but it was a cool place that had a lot of craft beer. It was a fun evening.
We got caught in a deluge.
Oh God, yeah. So when we were walking there, we were like, oh, we'll just walk through the main city center. We'll go pick up a hot dog like to eat before we catch up with this person. And it torrentially rained on us.
What you can't see behind us is our shoes with the insoles out. Drying.
Literally over here, all of our shoes and socks drying.
Travel's fun.
Yeah,
you should travel.
Like we did have rain jackets and umbrellas with us, so we were prepared. But our shoes in particular got drenched. Yeah,
and this is the first time only we've not traveled with a backup pair of shoes for this exact event.
Yeah, so hopefully they dry up before tomorrow. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up because it's late. But yeah, it was a fun day. We got Carlsberg, just did some shopping. You know, it was a good day.
It was a good day.
But we got a couple of 2 more days here in Copenhagen, and we're gonna try to do quite a lot. We're gonna do all the like touristy things. We're gonna see all the things over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Exactly what that will entail tomorrow, we'll see in the morning.
We'll see in the morning. We'll see how we feel. But shout out to the Copenhagen Craft Beer Club for hosting us for a lovely evening.
Yeah, Andrew, our friend Andrew, who runs the Copenhagen Craft Beer Club. So if you live here or you want to see that, check that out. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you can see all our other Copenhagen adventures. See you next time.